self-compassion to yourself is equally important as compassion to others, which is a lot of what I do in my work, because a lot of people are not compassionate towards themselves. Example, they're running around for everyone else. They're busy in their work, their jobs, their children, they're making money, and they've forgotten to maybe go for a walk and do some exercise. They're not, it's the sort of stuff Suzanne was saying, they're not eating well. They're just eating junk. They're taking drugs, so they don't have to feel anymore. They're being sexually promiscuous, so they don't have to feel. They're not caring, they're not being compassionate to their body, they're not, and behind that is perhaps they don't feel they deserve it. So it's bigger than my, 6 points. And what I'm saying, but often they don't feel worthy of giving themselves compassion. You probably know this. When you go on a flight and the plane's crashing, they say put the oxygen on yourself and then on everyone else. Because if you don't care for you, you can't care for others. And then, it's in the Bible, love your neighbour as yourself. And I think, and if you're going to get into a relationship and get, if two people are quite know how to be compassionate towards themselves and they come together, that's going to help the relationship, I believe. And if one doesn't know how to do that.
I once had a friend who was into, back in the 70s, the Eastern religions. And what was that guru? She was into that, but she came along to the House of the New World and was really attracted to Christianity because of that verse, to love your neighbour as yourself. And, she was doing all those things that maybe the Eastern religions, it's all, you deny yourself, it's a Buddhist thing, you deny the senses and you deny, what's the Buddhist, you forget the desire, you squash desire, that's part of the Eastern type thing. And that's where she found Christianity incredibly releasing and liberating. It's okay for me to dress nice and to put some makeup on and stuff. And, she switched over. But that was, at that time, it was Eastern Buddhists would deny, that thinking of...
There's different branches of it, isn't there?
Desire,
yeah.
Or maybe self-neglect,
Maybe into that detachment, don't attach.
Yeah. But there's a fine line, isn't there? Then there's the balance, hey, you don't want to be this incredibly self-indulgent person, like self-obsessive, we're told not to be. It's like a balancing thing, isn't it? Where you take care of yourself, but don't become obsessed with yourself.
If you think of like with Joyce, maybe going to do it meditation, but if you think of the word compassion culminating with, it actually makes sense, doesn't it? It's more that you're with yourself, for some periods of time, and you're with others. And it's passion. Passion can, to me, means something like energy, like feeling, thinking energy, as much as.
It doesn't mean undergoing, so it doesn't mean throwing yourself wholeheartedly into something. It actually means passivity, like being, undergoing, going through. And so you're undergoing with yourself or others. And I think you alerted me to something there when you talked about compassion yourself. Because I actually think that's probably the lowest on the list of all. And the problem with do to others as you would do to yourself is that if you have a bad self-image, if you're a masochist, you will do awful things to other people. You will say it's good for them to have the rules, the laws and so on, and force them on others because you are doing it to yourself. So I think what is happening in the scriptures all the time is we're being asked to do in the scriptures what we're doing here now. Be present, let it go. Let's be present to ourselves, and we find, oh my goodness, I'm with myself all the time, and yet I don't buy it. I can't be to myself. I have to be busy. I have to do something. To love yourself, I think, is almost impossible for us to do in the lives we live, whether we're very rule-bound, whether we're very religious or whatever. And then to take that to somebody else, that's huge. Like the stumbling block is me. All the stories are in there. And I think that's the gentleness of Christianity in many ways. It's saying, and Paul special, coming in all the time. You've had all that history, you know all that goes on. Please come back here and know that in there is good. And this is what is beloved. This is what is created by God and cannot change.
So do you think it's a good place now to do meditation?
Yeah.
Of course, just while you're on that theme, just that. Okay. Do you want to sit over here?
Yep.